Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll start the drive with Elliott. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy. Eight-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Again, it's Elliott. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Guys, dig deep.
Running the jet sweep as Prescott bats it forward. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. And just a little too lackadaisical, Charles, and they didn't get up and snap the ball in time. Delay of game.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he understood where the clock was located. In different stadiums, it's in different places. You have to check that in pregame and make sure you're aware so you don't run into penalties like these.
Now Prescott. He's going to go for a big play downfield. This is caught inside the 15. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dalton Schultz, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Going for it with Sanders. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So they take a big, big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
And the slot man goes in motion left. A first down carry by him. And the ball is knocked out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. Prescott now. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Hassan Reddick. And the Eagles are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and you can't do it all on one throw.
And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22. These two teams getting a couple of late season tilts this year. Their first meeting was not too long ago, back in week 12. And it was the Eagles who got the win on the road, so now they look to finish off the sweep here in Philly. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's a give up the middle. Room here to run. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 40 yards rushing for him now, just his first 3 carries. Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into it. Great pocket by the running back. Quarterback puts it right in the perfect spot. Great mesh point by them. The timing on point. The run even better.
Right back to him on first down. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. The Eagles at 8-7, a game over 500 on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Play action. Now it's Murray. And this is caught by Watkins. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the Cowboys' 29-yard line.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Cowboys 7, Eagles nothing.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. In motion left goes Smith. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. Murray now to throw. This is Smith with a grab. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A very important 3rd down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. Smith, the man in motion left. Murray now, 3rd and goal. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Quez Watkins, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks, because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Elliott. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25. Prescott off play action. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9. To throw is Prescott. Open man Lamb. It's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Prescott and Lamb hooking up for the Cowboy first.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Inside give to Elliott. And he's got room. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance. Reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Prescott to throw it. Batted at the line, but he still brought it in. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Hey, during the course of any game, you'll see tip passes. But how often do we actually see the running back come up and end up making the play?
Well, shifty fella getting in there and grabbing it.
Yeah, you know, they always talk about how running backs have a nose for the end zone. They have a nose for the ball, too. They want it in their hands at all times.
2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. 43 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up third downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I guarantee you it started in the offseason. Third down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. There they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The Eagles 24-yard line.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They go to Elliott again. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19.
I know flashy plays, splashy plays, as people like to call them, that attracts a lot of attention. But let's face it, when you're efficient, that can control a ball game. And I love the game plan they've got going right now.
Back-to-back 5-yard gains. Didn't force the ball downfield. Picked it up on the ground.
Yeah, offensive line, they're getting it done.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the red zone now, Prescott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys will take the lead here in the final minute of the 1st half. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7.
Cowboys 14, Eagles 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get in the field goal range. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
A good gain on 1st has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Shotgun now from Murray. Looking left side, and it's complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this 1st half.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
In motion left is Watkins. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. Smith brings it in, going across the middle. And he will have a first down here as they get into field goal range, down just shy of the 20. Again, they'll throw with Murray. Touchdown, Eagles! A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Eagles have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Elliott good on the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And they're going to be set up with excellent field position past the 45.
In a tie game, both sides are looking for something to give them an advantage. It often falls back on special teams. And that return, that could be the spark to untie the game.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And maybe a chance for a quick completion and then a long field goal try. We'll see. They just get the play off. Now Prescott. Catch is made. It's Schultz on the out route. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Give them 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it, so on comes the field goal unit. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. This one fielded at the 5. So we've reached halftime here on New Year's Eve. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. Taken in at the 3. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. ready at the line. This Philly offense set to go.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by James Bradbury. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding what receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off, actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
They'll run with Sanders. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on second and goal here. Now a handoff running through the middle. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line.
133 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Let's go. Hey, Ace.
And they'll run again.
And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. A great effort there with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Eagles take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Elliott good with a PAT, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
This offense returning out there, and really, you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began. They threw the interception on the very first play.
And what that means is for all these guys, it's been a while since they've been out there going full speed, so they've got to get everyone back out there, run a couple of your go-to plays, make sure you get your offense oiled up a little bit. They've got to be able to start fast, but they've got to be efficient as well.
Especially the quarterback.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll make it second down. Throwing, Prescott.
Batted by the linebacker, but still adjusts and makes the catch. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Sometimes those tip balls turn out to be like a pinball, just bounce all over the place. Everyone's got to go up and get it. In this case,
well, we talk about tip drills for defensive players like you, but what about the offensive guys? They do any tip drills?
I think they work on it as well, oftentimes in the Hail Mary situations, because you're actually counting on a ball being tipped to give you an extra chance to catch it. They use that training well.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. To the air again, Prescott. Being chased out left.
That is caught by Lamb.
And he'll wind up getting this to the 32. A play that started at the 16, and that's how many yards they get. First down. 10th carry now for Elliott. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Give the tackle to Hassan Reddick.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And the slot man goes in motion left. Second down, Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On third down, it's Prescott.
He'll find Lamb crossing the formation for the catch.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Here's Prescott. The quick slant caught. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's second and goal.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Two of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. On the sneak, it's Prescott. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the wall.
Big play coming here. It's third and goal.
It's a keeper with Prescott, and I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. So call that no gain on the sneak, and now they're still a yard short here on 4th. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on, and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
Running with Elliott, and he didn't get there. Knocked backwards to the 2-yard line. So following the failed try on 4th down will change ends and change possession. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Big stop on the turnover on downs to get the football back, and now it's just all about salting this one away.
Yeah, just slowly bleed the clock away. Clock's definitely on your side. And, you know, when we talk about analytics in the game, what is this one? The advanced win metrics? Because if you take care of the football here, bleed the clock down, with about 95% chance of winning.
Yeah, I'd say 95 or better. And I know you always say it, every coach does. It's just protecting the football at this point.
Yeah, and knowing that the defensive guys, they're coming after the ball more than they are the person. They want to knock it free.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
The kick by Elliott is good. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Prescott taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Cowboys.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken way up at the 25. And he tries to get as much as he can here while protecting the football as he dives to the ground. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. 1st down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, Use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And he powers his way up past the 30. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. Well, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 7. In motion left goes Smith. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Throwing now is Murray. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Cowboys are right back in this football game. So a nice play defensively by the rookie coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
He's got a man complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 39 yards there, a big one.
And a nice milestone reached on that last throw as here late in the season, he goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long, had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. To throw again on 2nd down. Prescott throwing middle, and it's complete.
Yeah, the Cowboys are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a 1st and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now 1st and goal, expect them to tackle right here on this play.
Now Elliott. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll try again with Elliott. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Third and goal, and keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. This will be fielded inside the 5. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the...
He's got a man complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. So with the completed pass and the yardage they got, they'll decline the penalty.
So obviously, more yards on the pass completion. Would have gained with the penalty. They did the math. They did it well, and it works for them.
Running right, here's Sanders. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Here's 2nd and 9. Another run here with Sanders. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. A potential field goal, if you're thinking about that, almost 55 yards from here as they try to get closer on 3rd down. Now Murray. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Now Dak. Able to find Gallup. And they're going to get this up to midfield. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Prescott. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Schultz. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Well, Prescott to Schultz there for the Cowboy first.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Prescott. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the Eagles are going to get the football here at their own 23. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well have run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Smith, the man in motion left. Murray to throw. He's going to look deep for Watkins. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime, they've just likely won this thing in regulation. Elliott on for the extra point. And it would appear they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. One last shot now for Prescott. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.
Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner. Although on that last play they were so backed up, it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded because we've seen the improbable before. A couple of laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. They might have gone all the way to the end zone. In this case, though, it didn't happen. Perhaps next time.
So for the Eagles,
they get the critical victory to move them to 9-7 now.